This is the Berman Project.
Hey there, it's JD here, back for another week of introspection and reflection on grief, depression, and the pathway to mental wellness, all the while nourishing my soul with the music and art of the late indie rock singer-songwriter David Berman. How have you been, fuckers? It's been a little while, right? If you hung on this long, my utmost thanks go out to you. That's pretty fucking cool. And I appreciate you. And I appreciate that you would hold out for just one more day. So there's that. I'm in a rut, folks. I'm in a real rut. And I'm trying to use language to diminish it somewhat. But, you know, you're on the inside. You're my inner dialogue. You're hearing my inner dialogue, rather. So I can let you in on things I might not let others in on. And I can tell you that I'm saying a rut because it just sounds like, oh, it's just in a rut. You know, you just pick up your like tire out of the rut and paddle onward. But this is like a fucking hole. This is like a hole that the air is not very breathable. And so it feels like there's something heavy on your chest as you inhale, you know, this nourishment that is supposed to be beneficial. But the lack of it can drive you fucking mad. And just when you think you're at the bottom of this hole, there's a fucking jackhammer. There's a jackhammer at the bottom. And it's taunting you. Come on. There's further down to go. And so down you go. And so on and so forth. And it's a tumbling motion. It's really off kilter. It can almost make you nauseated if you can visualize what it is that I'm putting out there. I don't know. I've gone to some pretty dark places over the last few days. I was going to go to the emergency room 4 days ago. And I talked myself off a ledge. I have a ledge that sometimes I have to talk myself off of. It's it's as though my children and my family are the only, really my children are the only things that are keeping me here. And that's a lot of pressure for them. If they know which they don't. That would be a fuck ton of pressure. My God. Note to self, don't upset Dad. That might be the last thing I say to him. No. I'm being glib, clearly. I ordered some records from Sonic Boom, a record shop here in Toronto. If you're ever in Toronto, you should hit Sonic Boom up. Tell them that JD sent you. That would be really cool. In fact, they sponsored an event of mine this summer, and it would be real cool if they knew that that sponsorship meant something. Anyway, they have you can either be not a lazy cunt and go to the shop and pick them up, or you can get them shipped. You can guess which door I opted into. The one with the donkey behind it. a little, oh my goodness, what was his name? He's Canadian. He was the host of the show. Let's Make a Deal. Monty Hall. Yeah, anyway, I chose for it to be shipped, and they have a local courier that they use that's like same day in the city. So if you order before 10:30, it's the same day. If not, then it's the next day. Okay, cool, says I. I order at around 4:30 in the afternoon. And from there, I choose door number 2, which is to use this courier service. The other option, which was $5 more, was to have them just mail it to me, like with Canada Post, which I live right in the city. It's usually really quick, but I thought, I want these like today. I ordered Dark Side of the Moon 50th anniversary. I ordered just some staples. I ordered Automatic for the People, just some music that I can just be a sad bastard to, just sad bastard music. And then Nevermind, that I could be a jumping up and down sad bastard. And what was the 4th one? Dark Side. Did I say Dark Side of the Moon 50th anniversary? I thought I did. Not really sad bastard music. That's more like stone music. But all of it likely will be consumed stone. At any rate, this bike courier, or this courier company, it's been 1 week. It's been, and they still haven't delivered it yet. So, yeah, it's 1:11 p.m. right now. So in 3 hours, it will be 1 week since I ordered, and I haven't heard a goddamn thing. So there's that. Thanks for getting heavy with me today. And then letting me be light. And I appreciate you. If you came here by way of meeting Malcolmus, I released a new episode because I'm going to be taking that show back on the road. And what we'll be doing is we will be using your votes that you cast to choose a top 50 Pavement songs. So we're going to count them down 50 through number 1, all of 2024. It's going to be a year where we don't have Pavement live. People will need their Pavement fill, and I intend on being there to give it to you. So there you go. Yeah, I intend on being there. So there's that.
Moments can be monuments to you. If your life is interesting and true, it's just the same for a man or a girl. The meaning of the world lies outside the world. People love people and they understand. If you want to renovate your background mind, a federal woman needs municipal man. People gotta synchronize to animal time. You can't change the feeling, but you can change the feeling about the feelings in a second or two. People always come around. I'm studying the ceiling on a little afternoon, and when I paint my dining room, people gonna come I love to see a rainbow from a garden hose, lit up like the blood of a centerfold. I love the city and the city rain, suburban kids with biblical names. People ask people to watch their scotch. People send people up to the moon, and when they return, well, there isn't much. People be careful not to crest too soon. The drums march along at the clip of an ivy trip, like sparks from a muffler dragged down the strip. I really hope you come around. It's sunny and 75. It feels so good to be alive. Come on, baby, don't stay inside. Everybody's coming out tonight.
Don't step on it, JD. Don't step on it. Oh my God. I just about stepped on it. So here's the thing. The way life breaks down, there's two kinds of people. There are people that listen to this song and get it, and there are people who I just don't understand. Because this is a fucking smash hit. This is electric. There are some just fantastic turns of phrase in this song. The pseudo-harmonizing on the chorus is beautiful, and that guitar outro, it's impossible not to just be air guitaring your brains out and enjoying yourself. And I don't know, man. I think that's a fucking trip. Let's see, what do we got here? My favorite set of lyric on the track is the drums march along at the clip of an ivy drip like sparks from a muffler drag down the strip. Ah ha ha. I really hope you'll come around. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm grinning. This is the power of music. This is the power of David Berman, and I wish the man were still alive so I could talk to him and I could thank him for creating some music that speaks to me in a different way than some music speaks to me. I don't quite know how to put it other than that. It really resonates with me, the Silver Jews. I love the simplicity of it. I love that it's not pretentious. I love that it's accessible. By and large, like once you get past, American Water just celebrated 25 years. And that's fucking badass. That we can still look back at a record and go, this holds up. This holds up. And I'm not going to tell you that the entirety of American Water holds up the way People does, but it's a fucking solid record as we're learning here into the second season of the Berman Project. We only dabbled our toes in the record at the tail end of the first season, but here we are, deep, or rather early, being deep. Oh, God. Never do I feel more shallow than when I try to be deep. I will march to the clip of an ivy drip. Fuck me. God, that's great stuff. Let's get into the poetry. Where did we leave off? Okay, thanks to my crack research staff. Because I don't put it in the show notes, what poem. I'm going to change that. For season 2, I'm always going to put the poem title in the show notes. How do you like that, motherfuckers? Anyway, this one's called From His Bed in the Capital City, and it comes from Actual Air, which is David Berman's book of a collection of poetry, and so far it's fucking wonderful. Let's get into this one. From his mind in the Capital City. The highway commissioner dreams of us. We are driving by Christmas tree farms, wearing wedding rings with on-off switches, composing essays on legroom in our heads. We know there is policy like ice sculpture, policy that invisibly dictates the shape of the freeway forests and the design of the toll booth that passing children send their minds into. Photography's remainder is sound and momentum, which we were looking to pare off the edges of the past anyway. So snapshots of mom with a kitchen table hill of cocaine, or the dog frozen in the attitude of eating raw hamburger, get filed under miscellaneous Americana, though only partially contained there, as beads of sap are always leaking from the columns of the bar graph. The voices of the bumper stickers tangle in our heads like cafeteria noise, and we can't help but be aware that by making this trip, by driving home for Christmas, we are assuming some classic role. It is the role he has cast us in, holiday travelers. He dreams us safely into our driveways and leaves us at the flickering doors. That was from his bed in the capital city. And side note, that's the first time I've ever fucking done one straight through, goddammit. Woo! Woo! Yeah. I did not go off the rails. So there you go. Now you know what the fuck is going on in my brain from time to time. What is going on in David Berman's brain from his bed in the capital city? I don't quite know. Good grief. There's quite a bit going on here. As the highway commissioner, is dreaming of the characters that we go on to learn about in the rest of the poem. It's you've got these people driving by Christmas tree farms. He describes what they're wearing. They've got wedding rings with on-off switches. I just assume that means they're very ostentatious. They're very sparkly. Composing essays on legroom in our heads. Just great. We know that policy is like ice sculpture, policy that invisibly dictates the shape of the freeway forests and the design of the toll booths, and then that passing children send their minds into. Photography's remainder. I don't quite understand this. It's sound and momentum, which we're looking to pare off the edges of the past anyway. So snapshots of mom with kitchen table hail of cocaine, or the dog frozen in the attitude of eating raw hamburger, get filed under miscellaneous America. Though they're only partially contained there, as the beads of sap are always leaking from the columns of the bar graph. Say what? This is my favorite stanza. The voices of the bumper stickers tangle in our heads like cafeteria noise, and we can't help but be aware that by making this trip, by driving home for Christmas, we are assuming some classic role. It is the role he has cast us in. Holiday travelers. That talks back to the beginning of the dream. And then he dreams us safely into our driveways and leaves us at the flickering doors. So, all in all, he's dreaming of doing good for the public, and that's a good thing. He's going to make highways safe. He's going to shape forest. He's going to create toll booths that are, in a great place. I don't know. He's going to do a lot, and he's doing this all while he's sawing logs. So that's the kind of person he is. He's the kind of person that, will do that, and that's pretty fucking cool. We all need a fucking dreamer in the capital city on our team. And there's my dog. She's telling me enough is enough. So I will shut the lid on this week's casket of laughs that is the Berman Project. My goodness, what a time we've had. Listening to music, listening to poetry, and of course, listening to my mental breakdown. So there's that. That's it for this week. That's what I've got for you. Take good care of yourself. As always, stay hungry, stay foolish, and for heaven's sake, wash your goddamn hands.
The Berman Project is a production of Duvra Podcasts and Such. You can find out more about the show at www.thebermanproject.xyz. That's right, I'm fucking Canadian. I'm also social. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, and all the rest at Berman Project. podcasts and such.